right. I just put you guys on the record. You are on the record and on.
All right, cool. We'll see if people come on this week. Let's try to get some viewers. So, come on, Lakes.
Welcome to the Belcher Bar.
Welcome to the Belcher Bar. Yep. This is the second blab we've done. First week was Connecticut, breweries and beers. And this week we're going to go to the small state to our right, Rhode Island.
Where you went to college.
Yes. Roger Williams University represent. Woo! What? For such a small state, I mean, Rhode Island is doing some really good things. A couple in particular that we'll talk about, but I mean, they've got a couple of the beers in New England that are right up there with the best that are out there. Captain's Daughter certainly being one of them. So yeah, they are doing some really, really good things in Rhode Island, and luckily for us, where we live here, it's only 25, 30 minutes away. So
nothing's more than an hour away anyway. as long as we stay with the New England theme, we can pretty much hit everything on a day trip.
Pretty much. So we'll start off with talking about Gray Sail. Really, really solid brewery in Westerly, and there's like we said, Captain's Daughter, and here's another one that they do, Poor Judgment.
Captain's Daughter being a double IPA, Poor Judgment being the IPA. I call it Captain's little daughter. It's like a Captain's Daughter Junior. Really, really great beer. And matter of fact, the first time we had it was before they were releasing it for distribution. Amy and I were at Newport at Poor Judgment, which is the bar that they originally probably still is the house beer at Poor Judgment in Newport. And I remember posting on tap saying how good it was for an IPA, a lot of flavor for a regular IPA. Good beer.
And then the Leaning Chimney, also from Gray Sail, really, really good smoked porter. The smokiness of the porter really comes through on that one. It's that for a porter, I think.
Right, not an overwhelming. Like a lot of people don't like the overwhelming coffee in a smoked porter. This doesn't give you that real heavy. You get the coffee undertones, but you don't get a real heavy coffee. You don't get that burnt coffee that you get a lot with a lot of smoked porters. So let's
Give me your phone. Is your phone plugged in?
Yes.
Can I have it for a minute?
Yeah. Let's open a drink. A Captain's Daughter.
Let's get to it.
Let's drink, shall we?
Double IPA.
Time to.
Right up there with the best.
As you'll see, beautiful, beautiful color. It's got a great nose. Actually, I can smell it. Like holding it, a couple feet out in front of me. It's just really, really citrusy
big
and
citrus note.
Really nice. Here, ladies, that one's for you.
Oh, we're gonna do the taste too.
Yeah,
there's Captain's Daughter.
All right.
So Captain's Daughter is right up there for those of you who haven't had it with the Gandhi Bod, the Sip of Sunshine. It's a really, really good top tier citrusy double IPA. Very smooth
and just so good.
Hey, you guys have a viewer.
That thing is ridiculous.
Hi, viewer.
James. Hey, James. Welcome. It's his first day on Blab, so welcome to Blab.
All right.
Feel free to chime in if you know stuff about Rhode Island beers.
The other thing with Captain's Daughter being where we are is you can go to Gray Sail and get fresh growlers right there, and I'll tell you, as anybody who drinks small quantity craft beers, you get it right there in the growlers, and you just can't beat the freshness.
Did we lose James?
No, we actually got a new Glow 80.
It really is like a marked difference when you get the growlers.
Oh yeah, when you get it live, and the Rhode Island. If you've never gone to Rhode Island Brewery, they have a strange rule in Rhode Island that you can only take out one growler at a time. You can buy as many growlers as you want, but you have to bring them to your car one at a time.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. 100 trips to your car.
You buy it, you walk out, put your car, come back in.
That's Rhode Island for you.
That's about the exercise. You're walking off the beer as you're gonna.
And one of them that we don't have out, it's another Gray Sail, is what they call their Flying Denny. That's really kind of their base beer. It's really solid. It's a nice lager style offer that they have. again, I mean, they really kill the IPAs and their porter, but that Flying Jenny's really good too.
Get it on tap. That's another one you can pretty much get on tap anywhere. Any package store locally in the area, you can find it. They're unlike the Captain's Daughter, which you're drinking now, which is nearly impossible to get. I happened to go to a soft opening of a brand new Pack Super liquor store in Waterford yesterday, and they were stocked with everything, so I was able to pick some up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how I was able to get it.
Well, there's that. Is that what were you saying? Is that the Captain's Daughter you were saying?
Captain's Daughter, yeah.
Didn't Jeff say that they had Captain's Daughter in Manchester too?
Yes. Yeah, they got it. They got it all over the place, and typically you're gonna find it when it's like a week or so after it's been canned.
Yeah, and you got to get there the day it's delivered, or it's gone. It's one
and
of
you
those.
usually only get like 4 at the most,
it's
right?
like Sip or Gandhi bought or any of those. It hits the store and it's gone. As soon as people know it's there, it's gone within a couple hours at most.
Kind of switching gears from kind of the smaller. Switching gears from kind of the smaller craft brewers. In Rhode Island, we've got Narragansett. Narragansett's been around Rhode Island for a long time. It changed hands for a while, got bought out, and then went through a couple different iterations, but it never really stopped.
Yeah.
Being Narragansett.
I think they changed locations too. They moved a little bit. Now they're back in the original building. I believe they're back in the original building.
I think so.
Yep.
And, this is just an example of one of them that's out. This is their summer beer, Dell's Shandy. Dell's Lemonade, again, from Rhode Island. So they teamed up with another local business there.
And they have the traditional lager.
Then they've got their traditional lager. And then they've come out with some different ones. They've got a black cherry.
They've got an IPA.
They've got an IPA.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Not great. It's fair.
It's in line with, Narragansett. You're not going after. I mean, it's a larger brewery.
Right, it's in line with the bigger brewery offerings.
Right.
Jeff says you guys sound like James Earl Jones. The force is with you both.
We're putting on our real deep voices.
They drank too much last night, Jeff. Speak for yourself, woman.
We had a few last night. I think we had every one of these last night.
Next one that we're going to open, again, great brewery, Foolproof. These guys are doing a lot of cool stuff. They have some different offerings. This is their backyard IPA, standard IPA, not a double, so 6% alcohol. They also have a really nice porter. I've actually gotten these a couple times in my beer of the month.
Yeah, you had those right at the very beginning. The beer of the month they came.
And then
the first weeks.
Yeah, and I mean they're around and growing for sure. So keep your eyes open for Foolproof. Really good stuff. And I'll tell you how good it is here in a minute.
And we're going to drink some. Don't mind us.
We were told after our first blab to drink more and talk less.
We didn't drink it.
Less blab and more drinking.
And then we'll be blabbering.
Hey guys, can we have some glasses over here? The ladies are partaking in
bad.
some lady
Belcher bar blabbering.
There again, it's the 3Ds.
It almost tastes lagerish to me. It's an IPA.
Thank you guys.
No, thank you.
All right.
So there's the Foolproof. Like a cleaner look. You probably can't get a great look at it this way, but it's a much cleaner looking IPA than the Captain's Daughter for sure, which is more of a cloudy look finish. This one's really clear, like almost like a lager. The way that it pours,
Taste has a lager taste to it as well.
nice though.
Hey, what are you whispering about back there?
Nice though.
The
That's
fact
good.
that people think you guys are beer geeks. And we're making fun of you.
There's got to be a scientist
We don't mind.
that does beer.
We don't mind. Hey, we're just trying to bring others along for our journey.
With the small glasses tonight.
Well, we're trying one can at a time.
Last week we were using big glasses, weren't we?
The boys like
I don't
it.
remember last week. We like it in the can. You're we're gonna do this the quarter?
Sure. So, a couple other things that are in Rhode Island that I don't have any offerings of tonight, but I've got my list in front of me. Newport Storm, right in right in Newport. They have some pretty decent stuff. I had a few different beers from them, and actually they're in a major growth mode. Coddington Brewery, I'm not really too familiar with those guys. No. And one that I'm hearing really, really great reviews on is a small little place called Crooked Current Brewery. They kind of do tongue-in-cheek about the whole crooked politics of Rhode Island in their beers.
They have a Cianci? Buddy Cianci IPA?
No, they don't have that, but they do have stuff called like the Midnight Run or something like that all kind of plays on the, hey, we're not necessarily following the rules type of thing.
Right.
And they've been winning all kinds of awards. They're a tiny, tiny little place, only like 400 square feet. But from what I understand, I've seen a couple of reviews on them recently. They're just knocking it out of the park.
At 400 square feet, it's got to be there's no distribution at all. You got to go in and get it probably.
No, they are not doing any distribution right now. So I gotta make my way out to those guys and take a look at Crooked Current Brewery. And then one that Jim brought up is Revival.
Yeah.
And I'm not too familiar with those guys. So
yeah, they're on tap. As a matter of fact, they had them on tap tonight. I didn't have it, but they had them on tap tonight at Inishmore. I know that Two Brothers has them on tap all the time, but their stout, I think it's white coffee stout, is outstanding. A white coffee. They call it. It's very good, and their IPA is good. Their black IPA, they have I believe it's a double black IPA. It's very good. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good brewery. Their rate. I think they're right over the border. I believe. No, maybe not. No, they might be up in the province.
I'll have to take a closer look at those guys.
But they've got a decent distribution channel. They're getting stuff out.
So smallest state in the country, they're doing great stuff with beer. Anybody that gets this, Narragansett, they ship everywhere. So if you're interested in trying a Rhode Island beer, Narragansett, you can get anywhere in the country, probably even internationally, I would imagine, with Narragansett. Foolproof is probably shipping nationwide at this point, although I don't know that to be 100% true. I know that they're at least all up and down the East Coast. Gray Sale, they may have a few that get shipped out, like maybe they're flying Jenny or something.
I don't think they're distributing outside of this area.
They may not be.
I don't think they're going too far. This is the Leaning Chimney from Gray Sale. Great
smoked
porter. Fantastic smoked porter.
Oh, the smoke definitely comes through. Yeah, without a doubt.
But, you don't get that heavy burnt coffee. You get the coffee notes. You taste the coffee. We don't get that heavy burnt coffee flavor you get with a lot of smoked porters. Very nice.
Mm.
The smokiness comes through more in the flavor than in the nose.
Right. Yeah.
But it is it's not a big malt bomb or anything. It's
great on tap too. We had it on tap for a while when we had
it's lighter than it looks.
Yeah, it doesn't have a light.
Right.
It's dark. It's really dark, almost stout.
Yeah, it really is stout-like in the color. It's
and even the head gets a nice head,
dark brown.
I haven't checked this one in on Untapped yet.
Well, there you go.
A new one.
Untapped.
I just posted your Untapped handles.
Perfect.
Yep. Us up on Untapped.
Yeah, all this will be going up on Untapped tonight. You'll be able to see our ridiculous high ratings on Captain's Daughter, because it really is certainly out of southern New England. It's one of the top 2 or 3 canned beers that you can get that's locally distributed.
Yeah, we did a last year. We did a actually. I think it was 2014. Actually, we did a side-by-side comparison of 4 beer double IPA flight, and we had Captain's Daughter, Gandhi Bot, Sip of Sunshine, and Heavy Topper. Those are the 4 we did.
That was like your top
flight.
5.
Yeah, super flight. And we all put Captain's Daughter either 1 or 2. Everyone that sampled it that night put Captain's Daughter above most of the others, and some of us had it one. Me, I had it one. So
yeah, it's fantastic, and for something that you can find that might have been canned a week ago, it's just you can't beat that.
Right.
So
it's beer. Cheers.
Yep.
Cheers.
I like the 5-ounce glasses.
I wish they were bigger.
I'm getting tired pouring.
Well, we may as well drink this. We're here.
Yes. Yes. We're here. It's beer.
And this is the Poor Judgment. So this is the one, I think for a while, I don't know, because I never saw it out in distribution until within the last 6 months. So I'm thinking that this was just a house beer at Poor Judgment for a while, and then recently they started putting it into production and distributing it, because now I'm going to say it's readily available, but I've seen it
more in the last 6 months.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times in the last couple of months where I've walked in and seen it in a cooler somewhere. So it's easier to get now. If it was out there before, you couldn't get it.
And again, it's super. And so that's the single IPA.
What's the ABV on this?
Probably 6.
It is 6. But to me, it has the same full flavor of the Captain's Daughter. Obviously, a little bit lighter, but the same flavor. You're getting a big beer for 6%. Ooh, that's good. Dream that. Read out loud. Share.
In 2013, we teamed up with our friends at Poor Judgment Bar and Grill in Newport, Rhode Island to brew their house IPA, finest German malt, and Eureka hops. This beer gained so much devotion that we now offer PJ IPA to go. If you're an IPA fan, use some good judgment, grab some Poor Judgment.
So I think it started out originally as a house beer.
And again, it's got that really light citrus nose, just like the Captain's Daughter.
Just a little lighter.
Just a little lighter, yeah. It's got that same hazy finish on it. Not that nice, crisp, clean pour. Yes.
I'm trying to.
Oh, the full backyard.
Boy, that thing drinks easy too.
Good. Yeah, it's really good. I sat at the bar at Poor Judgment for a while, and and just pretty much they had Captain's Daughter on tap too. They had them both, so we were going back and forth. That's when we made a few friends there that night. I was sick as a dog I had a wicked cold. It didn't stop me from drinking a lot.
You used Poor Judgment.
I used Poor Judgment. Great food too, by the way, at Poor Judgment. They have an unbelievable lineup on tap, but the food's fantastic too.
So anybody who's not familiar with the area, get out to Rhode Island for sure. There's tons of great tourism and stuff out there too. Great places to stay. Newport area is fantastic. Providence is an awesome city.
Yeah.
Federal Hill up in Providence is one of the best Italian sections of any city anywhere. It's fantastic.
Rent the car if you go to Providence, because you cannot walk from where you want to stay to Federal Hill. You got to drive. You're not walking. So, and
obviously tons of great beer going on over there. The beaches down by Westerly, Musquamacut area are awesome. Yeah. So that's where you have Gray Sail and a couple of the other breweries are down in that area.
Well, just like in Connecticut, you go to a good bar, bar that has good tap selection, draft beer selection, and you're going to get a pretty good selection of Rhode Island beers while you're there. When we walked to the Poor Judgment, I think they probably had 4 or 5 Rhode Island beers on tap out of their 20 or so. So they had a few.
Beautiful. You might get lucky enough to have a Connecticut beer while you're there too.
There you go.
All right. So that pretty much wraps it up for tonight. But we'll figure out what we're going to do for next week's another state or another style or something.
Let's go to Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, maybe. Or maybe we have to do before the Enjoy Buys are gone. Maybe we should do a Stone Enjoy Buy thing or something.
Just do a Stone night. Do those encores.
So we'll figure that part out. But
we checked in a beer last night. It's a typical night at the Belcher where I was checking through my check-ins last night, and I saw a check. When did we drink that? I remember seeing the bottle. I actually remember my comment, but I don't remember drinking the beer. But I said it was good. So.
Which beer was that one?
It was the Clown Shoes, the last one we did.
Oh, that was
Cream Ale?
Yeah, that was towards the end of the night.
It's good that you do this at 8:30 and
Right,
early
yeah,
enough.
we
to-
should do a 1:30 blab. At 1:30 that'd be entertaining.
Well, it would be blab.
That would definitely be Antics at that point in the night. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so keep spreading the word. Let's get some more people on here. Let's start some back and forth conversation. Feel free to connect with us on Untapped.
Why don't you explain what Untapped is for some people who might not have any idea what Untapped
Sure.
is?
Yeah, I don't. If you don't know what it is, Untapped is basically it is the Facebook for beer people. It is a way where you can go on and rate beers, share beers. You can comment on other people's beers that other people have had. You can make wish lists based on beers that you see. It's a great app, and it also, as my daughter said, it makes my drinking problem cool.
It's a hobby.
It makes it a hobby. So, but yeah, so check it out, untapped.com. You go in, you log in, register your name, and look for us. She put our handle out there, who we are, on Untapped. Look for us, and
Probably can't see this, but here's a typical way that the page looks. You can choose from virtually any beer that's out there. You'll find it on Untapped, and you can go on. It's a rating system from 1 to 5. Unfortunately, some of us who are a little more anal retentive than we probably should be want there to be a little more specificity on some of the ratings.
Yeah, when we first got on, it was halves, so it was 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. Now they're up. Now they're to quarters. But we think when you get above 4, they should even think about going to tenths. So we get a beer that's it's too good to be a 3.75, but you don't feel right rating it a 5. Most people tend to rate it up when they probably shouldn't, but they don't want to underrate it either. So if they could go, if Untapped people, maybe if enough people say it, maybe they'll change it.
Yeah, so UNTAPPD, Untapped, and it lets you rate the beers and give your opinions. And if you go on there, find us, and we'll comment with you and toast your offerings and all kinds of stuff. Lots of beer sharing happens on there as well. So we've met people through Untapped that are just beer people.
Met with them.
Like I said, sharing is a big thing. You'll see somebody post something like, let's say I post a sip of sunshine. Somebody from Maryland may have never had it, probably can't get it. They may send me a message. Hey, I'll trade you something that's local down there for something local up here. We figure out how to make it happen, and we make it happen. So, it's a really cool community, and
you can win badges.
We definitely try to
Boy Scouts.
We try to get people on there because it's just fun.
Yeah, and occasionally at the Belcher bar we have, well, not occasionally, pretty much every weekend. There's a group of people from Untapped who come in and we do tastings. We did last night. There was 3 of us here last night. Usually there's anywhere from just us 4 to as many as, I think we've had as many as 20 people down here doing Belcher bar nights with the Untapped. So
yeah, it's fun. So with that being said, take it easy. We'll see you next week. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
thank you.
Cheers.